Las Lajas recreation zone camping area, about just under 7,000 feet above sea level in the south of Tenerife. There's a few people over there just packing up their tents. There's a few workmen around. This is a very popular weekend barbecue zone with the local Canarian population. For the walk today I'm heading down to the town of Arona, which is about 2,000 feet above sea level, so quite a lot of descent, but there's going to be some ups and downs along the way through some of the barrancos and probably one or two hills as well, but it's mostly a downhill route. It's about 14-15 miles, so I expect it to take between 6 and 7 hours. It's quite chilly up here at the moment, so I think I'm going to get going. I'll update you about the walk later on. Listen. Total silence. Not a breath of wind, not a sound of any sort. I've been following this track for about 20 minutes down from the Las Lajas recreation zone, and it's absolutely gorgeous here this morning. Quite chilly at the moment in the shade, but it'll soon warm up. In a moment I'm looking for a signpost that leads me off of this track and will take me across towards Montaña Colorada, which you can probably see. Montaña Colorada means red mountain, and you can see it in the trees there, just there. That's the direction I'm heading in. There's a little bit more of the track to do, but I'll soon be on a path. Okay, I've reached the signpost for the turn off to Adeje, which is signposted as just over 15 kilometres, and also the Casa de Teresme. Teresme is a hill further down, and I guess an area as well. I don't know what the casas are, whether they're actually houses that are still used or whether they're ruins or not. I'm heading down the path down that way over towards Montaña Colorada in that direction. I'm now out in the sunshine, so it's much warmer than it was in the shade, and I'm sure it'll get warmer as the day goes on. Slopes of Montaña Colorada, and it is very red, as you can probably see. There's a good track going around the side of the mountain, and although it's fairly hazy, you can see right down to the banana plantations on the Costa del Silencio and the peak, pyramid-shaped peak of Roque down there in the Ifonche area. I've come from that direction. Over there in the background behind the trees is Montaña Las Lajas near the recreation zone, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day up here. It really is beautiful. It's getting warmer now. It's about 10:30, so I'm guessing it's going to continue to warm up over the next couple of hours. But it's totally silent, no one around. Absolutely superb. Right, I've rounding the mountain now and just come round the bend to be confronted with this fairly spectacular view. Although it is hazy, you can see down to Playa de las Americas, which is to the right of Roque del Conde, which you can see in the background, and the other mountains around the Ifonche area. Can also see the gap in the mountains there to the right, which is where the Barranco del Infierno is. It's a bit windy up here, so I don't know if you can hear this, but it is a stunning view. On a clear day this must be out of this world, but as I say, it's fairly hazy today. Still worth it though. Looking into the sun, whether you can see that or not I don't know, but there's Montaña Roja, another red mountain, near the airport, sticking out into the sea. I'm standing on Montaña Colorada, which also means red mountain, so that's a pair of red mountains in the same view. And it's a lot clearer looking up towards Las Cañadas. Fantastic. Okay, well, I've been walking for around 2 hours and 40 minutes now, mostly downhill on tracks, only the odd short uphill section. That in front is Montaña Teresme, and here is Las Casas de Teresme. I've never actually seen these before. I've walked close to them, but I've never actually been up here, so this is new to me. But, although there's no signposting saying that these are the Casas de Teresme, it clearly is them. There's a ruined old finca by the looks of it, in a sort of square, around a square courtyard. I'm heading off down in that direction. I think I've got a barranco to cross in a moment, and I'm looking for somewhere to stop and have a break and get something to eat. So catch you later. The Camino de Teresme goes right past the houses, or the house, and carries on down to Adeje. I'm not following it any further. I'm heading off towards Ifonche, so I'm going to climb a little way back up the way I've come and pick up a path heading for Ifonche. I'm going to stop here and have something to eat for a while and have a bit of a breather before carrying on. I've just crossed this barranco. This is the Galeria El Rosario. There's a lot of water running around here. I've just come from up in that direction down to the bottom here and crossed over, now following this path. along here to climb out of the barranco. Not sure the name of the barranco. I think it might be something like Dornajito or something like that. I did look at the map earlier, but I've forgotten it. Anyway, I've got to get under this now, so I'm putting the camera away. Okay, just climbed out the barranco and past the Galeria El Rosario, and in the background there you can see Montaña Colorada that I walked on earlier in the walk. Seems quite a way off now. Quite a lot of descent since I was there. I'm heading now towards a mountain called Chimoche. It shouldn't be too long till I get there, and then I'm heading over to the GR131 long distance trail from Arona to La Esperanza, and I'm going to follow that for a little while but not too long, and then I'm heading off on a different track down into Ifonche and eventually on down into Arona. I've got a way to go yet. I'm now just circling around Alto de Chimoche. That's a bit tricky. All re-roaded. Skirt around that. That's been up. Yeah. As I say, just skirting round Chimoche now. I'm gonna when I get round it, I'm descending into another barranco and up and out, and I pick up the GR131 long distance trail for a short while through the Barranco del Rey, and then I leave it and descend to Ifonche, and then pick up a path from there down into Las Casas on the outskirts of Arona, and Arona is where I finish, and I should have a lift waiting for me when I get there. Anyway, fair bit of walking to do yet, so I'll finish up here and get going. Speak to you later. just about to cross the Barranco del Rey, which is a barranco most people know, whether they realise it or not. It flows down from way up there in the mountains down alongside Roque del Conde, a tabletop mountain you can see from Las Americas, and as it approaches the sea it becomes the Barranco de Troya, and there it empties into the sea next to the infamous Veronica's nightclub complex. I prefer this end. That path you can see I'm just going to go up onto over there is the GR131, which is a long distance route between Arona and La Esperanza, about 85 kilometres. Right, as you can see, the sunny weather of this morning has disappeared and we've now got quite heavy cloud here in the south. I'm just approaching, well, I'm in the sort of Ifonche area now. You can see the mountains over there, and I'm just coming down to the road through Ifonche. I've been walking for about 6 hours. I've probably got anything up to another hour, probably a bit less, to get down into Arona and my lift home. It's been a great walk. A lot of the paths I've walked today, although they're in areas that I know reasonably well, a lot of the paths I've not walked before. I just got a bit confused up there as I approached some houses and thought that the track that I was on was just access to the houses, but actually it wasn't. It was access to this road. So, but I skirted round on a field below the houses and found my way. Anyway, here's the main road at Ifonche. I'll turn left and then right on a track down towards Arona. Right, after 7¼ hours walking, I'm now at the end of the walk here in the square in Arona. All I've got to do is walk down the road, get my lift. Brilliant day.